You guys can probably hear me chewing. Chew, chew, chew. Oh, why not? I'm not officially live yet, but yeah. Dropped frames detected. Your stream quality may be affected. Okay, so I've been having some internet issues at my place. I am currently house sitting for my BFF, so I'm trying to see if I can do better at her place tonight until they get my internet sorted out. But until then, cross your fingers. Hopefully my internet's not so wonky that I can't. Okay, there is a delay. I do see stream movement. I adjusted my feed. Let's adjust the camera just a touch because I tend to slouch. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I get bored easily and I want to talk a little bit. Today is Freebie Friday, which means I will, from now on Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern, be playing a free-to-play game. Now, this doesn't mean that there's no paid involvement with said game. It just means normally I'm hoping that the majority of the game can be played and enjoyed repeatedly for long hours without having to pay a penny. Like, upfront, continuing, anything like that. Banana bread beer. About as good as it sounds. Which isn't very. Now, obviously, World of Warcraft, this is the starter set, does not really fall under those conditions of free to play. With the starter, you get, you can only have a character up to level 20. You can only have 10 gold max on your character. So I don't think you can run around, farming a bunch of stuff. You can't use the mailbox. You can't initiate messaging with anyone. I don't think you can join guilds. You definitely cannot form guilds. You can't use the auction house. So there's a long line of things you can't do. However, in my mind, there's enough to get you started where it's enjoyable to play Freebie. Yeah. If you want to just chat with a friend of yours, they can message you first. Sorry, I've been eating Taco Bell. Anyhow, so I'm doing World of Warcraft today, not just because I've been on a huge World of Warcraft kick and I want to play more World of Warcraft, but because this gives me a chance to give away a copy. So it can be free to you for at least the first month. World of Warcraft has started this new thing now where you can get they call them WoW tokens in-game. You pay, I've seen the prices vary between 35,000 gold and 40,000 gold, which, if you've never played World of Warcraft, it's not a ridiculous amount of gold, but it's a significant amount. So basically, once you've started your game, gotten your free month, because when you buy the starter, the actual starter pack, the battle chest, I think is what they call it, which will get you all the way up to level 90. Yeah, level 90. With Mists of Pandaria. Once you get that, you get a free month of WoW for World of Warcraft. And then, if you are industrious enough, you can churn up enough gold every month where you never have to pay a subscription fee, ever. So this is your chance for WoW to be a free game for you. So all you have to do is, this will be the one and only time I'm going to, well, actually, if no one else asks me, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say the secret password. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it anytime someone comes into chat and asks me for it, and I'll say it at every 30-minute point. So like I'm going to say it now, I'll say it at 8:30, I'll say it at 9:30, I'll say it just before I log off. So if you're listening back to this, because I'm not actually doing the drawing until... God, when am I doing the drawing? I'm going to choose the winner on December 15th. So you have from now until the 15th to listen back to this game stream and, you know, let me know. I'm going to check something real quick. Oh, it says my stream configuration is excellent, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway. So, the secret password, write this down, email it to me. You can see my email address down there, about on the screen. Look, it's crawling along. There it goes. Email it to me. Secret password is papaya. That's it. Email me the word papaya. You can put other stuff in the email too. I'll figure it out if you email me just the word papaya that you're entering in the secret, you know, password World of Warcraft giveaway. I'm not only giving you a battle chest, which will get you up to level 90, but I am also getting you the most recent expansion, Warlords of Draenor, which will get you all the way to the max of level 100, give you full access to the entire game. Now, I'm not currently giving away Legion. If I have enough interest in these giveaways, I'll eventually give away a copy of Legion. Legion is going to be the next World of Warcraft expansion, which is coming out. Right now, they're estimating around September of next year. Oh, excuse me, that beer really did something. Around September of next year, Legion will come out. I am so excited about Legion. It's pretty much the main reason why I've showed back up in World of Warcraft now. And I've been playing the hell out of it. Well, that and Refer a Friend, but that's completely different. Something completely different. I'll talk about it later. But this is your chance. Email me the secret password. I'm not saying it again for another 26 minutes, but email me the secret password and you could win the entire current existing library of World of Warcraft. If it's a game you've always wanted to play, if it's a game you used to play and somehow you can't get into your account anymore, if you want to do the refer a friend thing to yourself, or if you want to give it to somebody else as a gift, refer them and have them play with you. I tend to play with myself, wink wink. Or should it wink wink? I don't know, whatever. This is your chance. So, what I'm doing tonight is called the World of Warcraft Starter Account. If you have never played World of Warcraft before, you set up a Battle.net account, and then you can download and install the starter, which I've already explained, gets you level 20, has some restrictions on it. It's enough to have fun and get, you know, dip your toes in World of Warcraft, see if you kind of like the way it plays. But I'm playing this as if I were a brand new, never played before. I've uninstalled all my add-ons. I've uninstalled my quest guide helper. I've uninstalled everything for this video, for this stream tonight. So that is dedication, people. Thank me for it, because it's going to take me a while to get all that stuff set back up once I get done messing around with this. But anyway, so here we have, when you first log in, actually when you first log in, it's just going to throw you in a random server. But I went back to the realm selection scene so you can see. All these here are different realms. It's not as big a deal anymore which realm you get on, because even though it says low population or medium population, whatever, they're all kind of mixed together now. They do cross-realm stuff. So you're going to wind up with a bunch of other people, regardless if I pick one of these low realm ones. And I think they're actually, like, super cross realms where you can even trade stuff to each other and out. I don't know. But we got some ones for new players. I think the new player ones are just the ones that were most recently made. I'm recognizing a lot of these names, so I'm not 100% certain. The realms that I play normally, you cannot see them here. I'm not going to go through and find them, You just have to be clever while watching my other streams with my other characters to figure that sort of thing out. But we're going to start out with, if you've never played a video game before in your life, first of all, what the hell is wrong with you? Or, go to bed, it's past your bedtime, you shouldn't be watching my stream anyway, this is mature content. But if you've never played a video game before in your life, PvP means player versus player. If you join a PvP realm, other players can, at will, come and kill you. And they will. So don't join a PvP realm unless you're ready to deal with that. If you don't like people coming and messing with you while you're playing, do not join a PvP realm. However, if you like going around and messing with people while they're playing, by all means, join the PvP realm. Sorry, there is a cat in this house. This is like a history with me, cats everywhere. But by all means, join the PvP realm. You'll have the time of your life harassing other people. You can harass other people even not being on a PvP realm, but, whatever. You cannot kill members of your own faction, you can only kill members of the other faction, but that's something we'll get into once I exit the screen. Normal just means it's a regular old, you versus your environment. There are other players there, but they can't directly hurt you. This interesting little title here, RP PvP. There are normal realms, there are RP realms, where you are encouraged to have, like, a character-based name for your character, or your avatar, as they're referred to. You're encouraged to, like, act out stuff to roleplay. RP is roleplay. So RP PvP, which is about the only PvP I do, is role-playing PvP, which, if you like role-playing, it lends kind of an extra edge to that roleplay because, while your character's out doing whatever they're doing, living their little life, trying to avenge your father's death, you've got the enemy faction coming up and biffing your ass. So RP PvP is the only PvP I play, and if I'm playing RP, it's probably be RP PvP. I am on one of the largest RP PvP servers in World of Warcraft. Again, not hard to figure out which one if, going off of that, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm just not. However, we are not doing PvP tonight because I am just showing you what the game is like. If you were a brand new person hopping in, hopefully you're clever enough to get $1. And as you look at it, oh, I just got a warning saying the display driver stopped responding and has recovered. Well, as long as you recovered, whatever. Looking at it, a lot of the PvP names sound kind of intimidating, like Bone Chewer, Dagger Spine, Hakar. It's like you might not want to play that in that area anyway. We're gonna go to Dalaran. All these names are based off of actual things in World of Warcraft, which as you play more and more, you'll start recognizing all these names. I'm not going to go into all that, but I'm going to start with Dalaran because it's the only new player, normal realm. I guess PvP is pretty popular. I don't know. I'm obviously doing United States realms. If you like playing on extremely slow realms in other countries, by all means, go join one of these. As you can see, oh, excuse me. There's not really a whole lot of them. Account not currently flagged to participate in the tournament rounds because it's a starter account. That's fine. Oh, sneaky. Let's click on Dalaran. So, lost my train of thought. Yeah. You'll find that people from other countries are playing on the United States realms anyway, because they tend to be better maintained, better everything, better quality, better bandwidth, less drop frames, all that. I used to run with a bunch of Australians because I tend to be up really late, like so late at night it was early morning, and they would be getting home from school or work or whatever around the same time in their country that I was getting on to play. So I played with a lot of Australians. You'll run into a lot of different people. You'll even run into people speaking another language. Don't be an asshat when you do. Just be polite about it. Move on. Okay, so Dalaran, you choose your realm. You click OK. And it will take you to, because we don't have any characters yet, you can see on the screen there, a character selection. You'll create new character. Actually, the only reason we're seeing this screen instead of the other screen that I'll describe to you is because I went back to go to the realm selection to show you all that stuff. But normally when you boot it up, it'll automatically take you to this, where it'll just randomly throw you into a character. Now, I didn't say what I was going to do before I hit that button, so I am going to play, when I hit create new character, whatever it gives me. Whether it is Alliance, Horde, whatever race, whatever class. I've played pretty much everything at this point. I have my favorites, I have my least favorites, I have the ones where I would almost rather die than play them, but I have them, and I have them pretty much max character. There's only 2 characters, or 2 classes I have at the moment, out of 10 that I don't have at max. Anyway, so you hit create new character. Oh, thank God I'm a hunter. I can tolerate hunters. Hunters are not one of my favorites, but they're definitely not one of my least favorites. I'm a dwarf hunter, which is on the Alliance side. So you see here you have your Alliance classes, you have your Horde classes, and then you have a Pandarin, which was not this past expansion, but the one before added. You start out neutral, and when you finish your starting area, if we have time, I'll go back and do that. But you choose which faction you want to be in. But with the Alliance, you have a human, and the classes you can play change. Now, dwarfs at this point pretty much can be everything but a druid. You must choose a different race to be this class. Dwarf hunter. Remember that, because I'm going to go through and come back. Humans, you can't be a shaman or a druid. Night elves, you can't be a paladin, a shaman, or a warlock. There's a lot of storyline reasons why you can or cannot be certain things. They call them lore reasons. So there's that. Gnome. When I play a gnome, I love playing some, like melee class like Death Knight or Warrior, because you a teeny tiny little thing up in your face beating the crap out of you. It's awesome. But you can't be a paladin, a hunter, a shaman, or a druid if you're a gnome. Draenei, can't be a rogue. You can't be a rogue? What the I guess they're saying that with these hooves you can't tiptoe around. But, whatever. Warlock or druid. A worgen. Worgens were added with the Cataclysm expansion. It's basically a werewolf. When you create your character, that character in the background there, that's you in your human form. You can adjust that too. But worgens cannot be paladins, shamans, or monks. Now in Horde side, orcs can't be paladins, priests, or druids. The undead cannot be paladins, shamans, or druids. Again, yeah, look kind of creepy. Taurens can't be a rogue. I guess that's the same rationale as a Draenei. Can't go tiptoeing around when you're a big, beefy, orange, hoofed thing. War mage or warlock. Trolls cannot be a paladin. So I think trolls are winning for trolls and dwarves. Yeah, trolls and dwarves are pretty much the most versatile because they can be everything except for one thing. In this case, a paladin. Blood elves can be everything except the shaman and the druid. Goblins, which were added to Cataclysm, corresponding here, cannot be a paladin, monk, or druid. And then a Pandarin. Very upsetting because I've got a project I kind of have in mind to do for World of Warcraft, and I was thinking about doing a Pandarin for it, but I can't. Cannot be a Death Knight. It's the only class that cannot, or the only race that cannot be a Death Knight. Paladin, well, I understand why, because Pandarins start in a completely different starting area. Worgens and Goblins also start in a completely different starting area. But Pandarins start in a completely different starting area. As a neutral creature, that at some point you choose whether you want to be Alliance or Horde, so it's really, really difficult to stick that into the Death Knight starting zone. It could be done if Blizzard really wanted to, but they don't, so it's not. It can't be Paladin, Warlock, Druid, or Death Knight. So that's it. As far as the classes go, they kind of, when you choose them, it doesn't give you any information about the class. But yeah, there's different bonuses to each class. You know, your range, your melee. Range means you can shoot things from a long distance, you can fight from a distance. Melee means you're fighting up close. Again, I'm pretending like you've never played a video game in your life. Welcome to 2015. Where was I going with this? You can also be tank, healer, or DPS, which stands for damage per second. Tank is you get up in creatures' faces, you attract their attention, and while the rest of your party is trying to kill it, you keep that creature's attention on you so that it's only hitting you and not the rest of your party. Therefore, you're called a tank. Usually, plate classes are tanks. I've tanked with a warlock, don't ask. It's actually more fun than it sounds. But anyway, so healer, obviously you heal. I don't care for playing healers. It's an old cliche that women like healing. I don't. I'm more likely to let your ass die if you're being stupid, or forget that I'm supposed to be healing and I'll start blowing up crap because I get bored while healing. So I don't heal. Oh god, I do not like beer. Why am I doing this to myself? Anyway, so that's a healer class. Healer classes can be paladins, priests, shamans? See, I don't heal, so I can't really remember. I know druids and monks also have a healer class. I think shamans have a healer class. I'm not 100% sure. Or a healer specs. Specialization spec. As far as tanks go, tanks can be warriors, paladins. I think shamans could be tanks at one point and no longer can. Monks, druids, death knights. My absolute favorite tank is Death Knight. Back when I was playing World of Warcraft, when I started out, I played Wrath of Lich King. Death Knights had just come out. Death Knights are awesome. I'll have to... Ooh! Bouncing the camera. Whew. Anyway. Death Knights were a big thing. I'll do that. But when you make a Death Knight, it starts on level 55. I don't know why it's giving you the option to make a Death Knight here, because you have to be level 50. You can't be above level 20. So, but I blood tanked. Frost tanking. Frost was the tanking spec. But I blood tanked anyway. And I made it work. And healers loved me. And apparently Blizzard, I wasn't the only one doing it. Blizzard decided, hey, that's a good idea. And went ahead and made blood the tanking spec, which very much upset me when I came back from hiatus. Anyway. So, those are tanks. I said your healers. And then pretty much everything can be DPS. Different things are better at certain DPSs than others. You'll notice that I did not mention Mage or Warlock, Rogue or Hunter for anything other than, like tank or god damn, my legs falling asleep. I did not mention those classes for tanking or healing. That's because they are pretty much strictly DPS. A Warlock can, in a pinch, if it's a Demonology spec, tank. I have done it in a pinch. I'm talking like you're in the middle of a dungeon with your group and somebody does something stupid and your tank dies and I have to grab the boss's attention before it kills the entire party in order to, give them some time to resurrect the tank so that he can take over tanking and we don't wipe. The term for when your entire party dies is called a wipe. And those are not fun. You have to run all the way back to where you were, so you try not to wipe whatever you can do. I cannot tell you how many times I've pitch hit as a tank on my Demonology Warlock, but that's the main reason I play a Demo Warlock. I love tanking. but I don't like tanking for strangers because strangers are assholes. Anyway, so those are classes. Those are your characters or your races. I'm going to play a dwarf hunter. See it? Pretty dwarf hunter. And I'm going to the next screen. Once you've selected your gender, they made me female. I play both characters. You look at my character screens, and they're a mix of male and female. Depending on the race I'm playing, I like certain models better than others, so I'll play those models more than others. But this one happened to make me female, but you can't be male. Okay, female. So, once you get done picking your gender, alliance or horde with your race, your class, get all that picked. You hit this thing called customize, and this is where you can choose skin color, face, depending on what your race is. You may be able to design your horns, you may be able to do piercings. You can't do piercings on this one. I don't have any piercings. If you're feeling whatever, you can hit randomize and just let it pick whatever for you. I'll stick with that. And then for your name, you can type in a name. The problem is, so many people play World of Warcraft, you're not allowed to have the same name as someone else on your server. So they're probably going to tell you, oh, that name's already taken. When I'm making a new character, unless I have something specific in mind, I'll hit randomize until I see something either I like, if I plan on playing that character for a while, or that I don't think anyone in the right mind will ever choose, therefore I am not using up a good name for a throwaway character, like Brashing? I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and use Brashing. And then once you've got your name, you've got your, facial features, your skin color, your hairstyle. Oh, crap. I don't even remember what hair I had. Was it that one? I think it was that one. Hair color, piercings, whatever. You hit finish. Be sure that you are done. Because you can go and alter things. It may cost you money. It may cost you in-game money. It may cost you out-of-game money. Things like changing your name, changing your gender, changing your race. You cannot change your class. That all costs you real money. Changing your appearance you can do in-game, may or may not cost you actual in-game gold. Hit finish. Voila! We have a character. Usually you see the starting area for whatever class or for whatever race your character is in the background here. You can swivel them around. You'll see whatever they're wearing right now. So remember when we were choosing our race and class and they looked pretty spiffy, and as soon as I forgot to point it out, as soon as we hit customize, I got stuck in this crap. Yeah, they're just kind of showing you what you could be in, and then this is your starting gear. Lovely, isn't it? Anyway, I'm gonna hit enter world. I will sit quietly while the opening cinematic plays, and then we'll start playing. Again, I'm going to attempt to play this as somebody who has not played WoW ever before. Just because we're experiencing this as, your first time in WoW. Luckily, I've not played the Dwarven starting area that often, so it shouldn't reflect in how quickly I go and kill things or, complete quests and whatnot. But train of thought, I keep losing it. Oh, I have 3 minutes, so by the time the cinematic's done, I will say the secret password again. No one has showed up in chat to ask me for it. Nobody cares. Anyway, so There was somewhere I was going with that. I was talking about opening cinematics and this and that. Oh yeah, if you were playing, like if you had actually purchased World of Warcraft, you were playing the starting area as a new character from the base package is called the Battle Chest. The Battle Chest is expanded to include additional expansions along the way, but it's always been the base game and then whatever. I would almost immediately be hit with, you know what? I will play for 30 minutes as this character, and then I will switch to a paid account so you can see what I'm talking about. Start a new character there. But you would almost immediately get hit by a you care. Hi, Philip. Philly Zayon, coworker.